Hello everyone, welcome to the Hodl indicator. In this video we are going to analyze Ethereum. Be sure to like if you liked the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Also, leave a comment down below about what you'd like to see next. Okay, let's begin. So Ethereum is sitting at $4,300-ish and it recently had a rejection from its all-time high, and it has bounced from its $4,000 support, which is this line right here. And if we look at this correction closely, we can see that this move here is way slower and way weaker than the previous move that Ethereum had to the upside in this same time frame. We're looking at the 1 hour time frame, by the way. And if we look at the correction closely, we can see that this move here, it's been a lot slower than the move to the upside, and it really struggles to go towards the downside. Also, we can see that it's respected this dynamic trend line coming from um, about $2,000, this dynamic trend line. And I see a lot of people scared that Ethereum just had this correction, but we can see that this correction right here was just that, a correction, not a sustained move to the downside, because it's not yet broken lower than the $4,000 support, and it's a dynamic trend line that we just talked about. And if we look at the daily time frame, we can see that it's done this before. It's not like it's the first time Ethereum has done such a move where it goes down like 20% or 13, 14%. It's done that multiple times, like this right here, 14%, and right here, which it went down 25%. So nothing's changed really. It's still going up, and it's continuing to go up. If you look at a higher time frame, which is weekly time frame, we can see that Ethereum has been moving in this channel, in this hypothetical channel that we have here, and so far it's respected the lows and the highs. I say hypothetical because we have not formed another high to make this a channel. So for now, this is a hypothetical channel. But if we zoom in, we can see that we have not yet broken through completely. This can still be a fake out, because we did this once before in 2021, late 2021, where the cycle was ending and Ethereum was at its all-time high, and it struggled to hold the 4,000 line right there. And it's doing the same thing here. Since we're 2 months off from the end of the cycle, if it's going to play out like the last times it did, I think Ethereum has about another correction to go. Like, can do something like this where it just goes up, makes a higher high, and comes back down, goes back to the 4,000, even lower to 3,800, and then makes a sustained move to the upside before the end of the cycle. And the reason I say that is because September is usually the month where cryptos usually struggle. Well, Bitcoin usually struggles. And when Bitcoin struggles, everything does. So, and another thing that I like to talk about is this Ethereum to Bitcoin. Because if you want to see any coin that and know if it does well in the crypto market, you should look at it against Bitcoin. The reason I say that is because Bitcoin currently has about 50% of the whole market, or 60% of the whole market to itself. So yeah, if something has 60% of the market to itself, you should basically compare your desired asset to it. So let's look at Ethereum against Bitcoin. If we take a look at Ethereum against Bitcoin, we can see that there is a dynamic trend line, and Ethereum so far has been respecting it, and every time it touched this this trend line, it rejected it. So if something similar happened, I would imagine it would reject again, unless we see something like this, where it goes up to this resistance here, and then moves back to the downside. But I think this is highly unlikely because this is unrealistic. Usually everything loses value against Bitcoin, and for that reason, I really don't think that this is this is the correct target. What I have in mind is closer to this, something like this, where Ethereum breaks this line right here, goes and tests this resistance here, and then moves back down to these lows, or even lower, back to these lows. So that's what I thought about Ethereum. Let me know if you agree with me or not in the comments, and be sure to check out our other videos when they come out. Goodbye.